but we got mad, but we got mad, but we got mad, but we got mad, bro, though.
3, 2, 1, go!
What's up? It's your boy Levelhead back with another Live and Leveled Gamers podcast. We are here on this Thursday night. We have the crew in these internet streets, all in your earpiece. What's up, Nia? What's up, comic book? Yeah, man, we gotta talk about a few things. Super Mario Galaxy movie taking over Hollywood. We're gonna talk about, the first day implications, what it seems to be saying. We're gonna talk about the Rotten Tomato reviews. We're gonna talk about the usual. No, we're gonna talk about the user base and those that went and saw it. Also, we're gonna talk about PlayStation price rise. Man, y'all see it. Oh man, and then we're gonna talk about, has gaming become too expensive? And then we're gonna have an interesting topic. Is Nate the Hate a problem? And we gotta talk about old Nate the Hate. And we're gonna question if he's a problem. But what's up, man? What's up, Keith?
What's up, man? I hope I didn't mess up your intro.
No, dude, what's up, man? What you mean?
Okay. I thought y'all were talking or something. I didn't know you had already hopped on. I just clicked over.
No, I didn't hear you.
Nah, you good.
Talk about the news, yeah. I can't say it like K-Ball said.
I keep getting all these sound bites.
Yeah, you got a lot of them. But yeah, man, we are here. So, yeah, I think we got enough to talk about tonight. And we go, you know how we do. We go where it goes. We don't discriminate on the topics. Did you have a topic you wanted to talk about? It was something you wanted to talk about. What's up, Matt Jazz? It was something that you said you wanted to talk about. I can't remember it though.
Let me go back to the chat.
Yeah, go through the chats, my friend, and discover what you wanted us to talk about. But come on in. Make sure y'all send this out on to the internet. Send it to your neighborhood, your community. Let's pack up the chat room. Yeah, man, we here. Man, I can't wait. One more day, man, and I'll be able to tell you if these reviews are true.
Taking the whole family going, bro?
The whole family. The huge, you know what I'm saying? The whole family is going.
Huge.
Even the wife. K-Bum, I got
for
wife
sure.
to accompany us to Old 14 Cineplex.
How the twins feel about it? How the twins feel about
They
it?
don't even know yet.
Oh, snap, son.
Know. Yeah, so they'll wake up in the morning and be pleasantly surprised when I rush them out the door. Get dressed now. Let's go. Where we going there? Don't worry about where we going. I need to stop being like that. I don't like telling them what I'm be like a drill sergeant. Like, get up, shoes on, face brush, wash,
Let's go.
teeth brush. Let's go. Where we going? Don't worry about where we going. Stop asking questions. We got 2 grown people here. One already asked me too many questions. I don't need other grown people. But yeah, man. Tomorrow is the day, 11:20 in the morning. So, man, that cost me.
You might have the day off.
Yeah, we off tomorrow. Man, it cost me $85.
Good Lord. You better bring your own popcorn.
Woo, Lord. I don't know the wife. I said 75 because I hadn't added her Yeah, she don't know it. About $10. She don't know it yet, so she
Shoot, that's just enough to buy Mario Kart. Shoot, that's not even enough.
What you talking about? Boy, that's more than Mario. That's about Mario Kart with taxes. But Nintendo, you best be thankful I'm a fan, because Lord knows, man, it would have been just me and old Miss Level, man, going. But the girls, they got to go see it. Nia said, like the live, y'all. The movie is so expensive. The movies are absolutely like everything. Everything is getting expensive. The sound bites make the show. Yeah, K-Bone be coming with them, man. But we got smashed, bro. Keith got a few too.
I got some sound bites.
Man, I just gotta start. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna comb a few of the episodes where I know you said something that can be a sample. But we got Smash Bros. Though kind of was like a special moment. I don't know what was in K-Bone that day. That was a rare moment, and I was like, oh, that is absolutely a soundbite. I got to take that.
That was a good one.
But we got Smash, bro. What was that from? Why did you say that? What was we
man, it's so long ago, man. I can't remember why.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. But anyway, what you been gaming on? We got them, man. We hip here. We ain't the tight shoe wearing. Anyway, let me not talk about my community.
Lord,
I don't look like that. I never forget, man. When I went to get the GameCube, my brother accompanied me to Babbage's in the mall, K-Bum, and
not Babbage's.
Babbage's, and bro,
that's a throwback.
He's like, bruh, I'm not trying to be funny, but you don't look like the crew that's buying GameCubes. He was like, bruh, they all look the same. And they did, bro. They all look the same. And I was like, he's like, you stood out like a sore thumb. I was like, I did. Like, bruh, I was like, how in the world? You look like you supposed to be buying a PlayStation.
That's how I be in the Magic tournaments, bro. In the Magic tournaments. It's how I be looking.
Yeah,
but it's all
bro.
good. I'll be having fun.
I look like y'all got sunlight, shower, and put on deodorant. That's what y'all
They had the band.
Bro, it was nothing but tight shoes, tight Converses, tight pants, button-up shirts, shags, and I'm like, just dusty skin. Look like they crawled out of a dungeon. They ain't seen sunlight. And they was in there happy. I'm up here with my hoodie on, my Jordans on, or whatever I had on, looking totally different. And
that's your community, cuz.
Yeah, that was my community. Well, we unchanged, you know what I'm saying? We have graduated. You a part of this community now, K-Bum? Yeah.
You say what?
Wait a minute. Hold up, man.
But we got smashed.
We got smashed, bro. Anyway, so, yeah, man, tomorrow is the day. We gonna talk about all this stuff, man. But anything else, man? I did get a chance to check out the first episode of Daredevil. It's good.
Still behind. I ain't there yet.
Hey man. We ain't trying to hear none of that. Level, tell the people what you experience, who you got a chance to see. I think the people need to know.
What you talking about in Dead Zone?
No, man. I'm talking about you and the wifey. What y'all go do?
Oh, thank you, kid.
I don't even know. Oh yeah, I remember. Okay, I know.
Every little step you make, we'll be together. Yeah, me and the babes went and saw some New Edition, some Bubba Boys to Men, and
BBC, the BBD.
Oh my God. That's BBC. I did kind of mess that up. We also saw Tony Braxton, and I don't know a lot of Tony Braxton songs, but man,
what?
Boy, yeah, I know him. I don't know him like just to be just rattling them off and start singing them, but yeah, and check it out. This is what happened. So we got blessed with some tickets. Some members wanted to bless us to let us get away, and they thought getting us some tickets would be
Church?
a blessing. Yeah, some of our church younger.
They said, go ahead and look at these secular people. Go ahead, Pastor.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't look at them I don't look at New Edition like that. They kind of neutral, so it was all good. So, so we got there, and we had some pretty good.
Was Bobby
seats.
there?
Yeah, Bobby was there.
Bobby there?
Bobby was
Bobby
there.
was
Bobby was there?
Oh,
Yeah, Bobby was there. Trying, man. I
Keith,
I sent y'all pictures. Y'all should have saw it.
You
But
said
anyway.
I could. I don't know what Bobby looked like. Who Bobby?
Oh, Bobby looked
Bobby
looked like
TD
Cedric.
Jakes now.
Bobby looked
yeah,
like
you
Cedric.
do like Ced. You do.
He looked like
right.
Cedric the Entertainer. He looked like Cedric. He just can't move like Cedric. Anyway, so didn't realize we was actually going to be on the floor. Like we on the floor where, it was.
I did see that.
Yeah, it was a whole different environment down there. So we had some pretty good seats on the floor. But then, now I'm sitting beside this dude, man. This dude had to be 345, 350. His booty on my seat. I had nothing but a corner. I'm gonna tell you the truth. We went and saw SWV and Teddy Riley, and Bobby was there actually too. But
Nice.
we was in the bleachers that time, and I'm gonna tell you the truth. When we went that time, the floor looked immaculate. Like, man, it would be awesome to be down there,
To be down
to be
there.
amongst the elites, so you feel like if they look like they was elite. They was down there dancing and doing what they do. It's like, it'd be so awesome to be amongst those crowds. I'm gonna tell you right now, put me back in the bleachers. You feel special down there, but you can't see nothing hardly. Everybody in your way, you can't. You got fold up chairs. It ain't quite like you think. But anyway, we sitting there. Man, it was awesome. Where we was at was really good. But we had to stand up most of the time to see because you had to look over people. The lady, one of the ushers, came up, was like, "Would y'all like to move closer?" Like, closer? What you mean? Well, we have some tickets. You can move. We could take you actually right up to the stage, brother. They put us literally, I could jump over the fence and climb on the stage. That's how close I was. And we can literally reach out and touch Bobby Brown's hand. make this world a better place. Anyway, it was dope, man. We had a good time. And, yeah, man, so I didn't know what you were talking about at first, Pete. But, yeah, we went out and had a good time, me and the wife. We got an early... it's an anniversary getaway, a late Valentine's getaway, you can say. And it was just for me and her, man. So every little step, I got the chance to see Bobby do My Prerogative live.
How'd that
Oh,
go?
my God, man, that was dope. Don't judge me, y'all. I know I'm a Christian out there, but don't judge your boy. I'm still a God-fearing man, but I got to see My Prerogative live. I've always wanted to see New Edition perform live and got to see Bobby Brown. And I'm going to tell you the truth. The Boyz II Men, I never was a Boyz II Men fan.
What?
They killed it. Boyz II Men was dope. No, I really wasn't. big
No,
on
was
Boyz II
it
Men.
all four of them or just the
It
three?
was just the three. I don't know what's going on with
Yeah,
Deep,
'cause-
Mr. Deep.
No, he stopped. He stopped touring. He got back problems.
Oh,
Yeah, he had back
okay.
problems.
Okay, no,
He stopped touring a
wasn't
long
there.
time ago.
He wasn't there, but the other three, they can really, really sing. It's sad though to see that you could tell they getting old, man. I didn't realize Johnny Gill was that short. Johnny Gill, brother.
Johnny was there too. Dad.
All of them was there.
Johnny was gonna be here.
Yeah, man. Johnny had on these heels. bro.
Didn't Johnny replace Bobby?
Yeah, Johnny replaced Bobby, but what they do is they come out as the group with Johnny, and then Bobby would come out, and then they just kind of switch. And what they was kind of doing was just switching. They didn't do like New Edition the whole time, and then they left and you never saw them. But they would do 1-2 songs.
Oh,
switch,
okay, that makes
It was
sense.
dope. It was dope how they did it. But man, Johnny Gill had on these heels, bro. I promise you, these heels was at least 3. The heel on it was at least 3-4 inches, bro. I was like,
Oh, to make him taller.
I don't know if it's to make him taller or to help him for them feet, because he is 60. all that stepping. I don't know which one. It did make him taller, but that brother walked up them steps, and that brother can sing. Like Johnny Gill can sing. That brother can blow. And he walked up them steps. I was like, is this Kurt Franklin? Like, this brother is shot. Because I seen Kurt Franklin live as well, and I went and shook his hand. Kurt Franklin got my demo. He sent me a letter talking about they received it. They just wasn't.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so I went to Kurt Franklin's DJ's house and shared some music with him. Hey, your boy been around. So anyway, we had a good time, man.
That's a sound bite.
yeah, we had a good time. There's a lot of stuff I can tell y'all that I have done. Your boy been around, man. You know a little peep. Anyway, so
hi, Bill Cosby.
So yeah, man. Thanks, Keith, for letting me. Got the chocolate. Anyway, so the pop. What is it? The chocolate pudding pop. Anyway, thanks, Keith, for reminding me, because I totally wasn't going. I didn't even think about talking about that here. But yes, your boy got to go with the wife, and we had a good time. We held hands when we walked away. Me and my wife was holding hands.
Oh, that's so sweet,
Lord, baby. Come on down and hold my hand again. Anyway.
No, don't press your luck, sir.
No, I ain't see you come down here and it'd be all messed up. But anyway, so we have broke the ice. Let's get into what you've been gaming on. Let's go. Yeah. You know what time it is? It's time for What Have You Been Gaming On? Sing it, folks. Let's go. Let's go. Hey. What you been gaming on? 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 Gaming on. Gaming on. Gaming on. All right. Who's going to take the floor first?
All right. You going to learn today. I'll take the floor first. All righty. I'm going to intentionally leave off one game that I've been gaming on, and I'm going to let somebody else talk about that. So, I haven't gamed much, but I have. I'm pulling it up. So I got a chance to play Warframe. I don't know if I played that, if I talked about that last week or not.
I think a little bit.
A little bit. So yeah, me and Nia played that. We haven't been on since. I did play Virtua Fighter 5 Revo.
What?
Stage. There's a demo on the Switch too. I think it's like $20, but I played the demo. I do not play fighter games, so no, there's not much for me to talk about. I did win a few matches, and then I ran up against somebody, and I was like, alrighty then. And I played about 2 more games on the Switch. The other one was this indie game called Jotun Valhalla Edition. I played.
And I saw that popped up on my phone, an alert that I'm like, what is this brother playing? What is this?
Well, that was a Wii U game. And I never got a chance to finish it when I had my Wii U. So when it came available on the Switch, I was like, yeah, let me grab that. So I did play Star Fox 64 with all this Star Fox conversation.
That's funny.
I couldn't do it, bro. It's too old. The graphics is too bad for me. I couldn't do it, but I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't
do it for the culture, bro.
They need to bring Zero, man. They need to bring Zero and just remove the gamepad controls.
They should. Speaking of Star Fox, I think that's what I want to talk about. Like, what would you do to make a Star Fox game more modern or whatever? Because I know that the conversation about classic Mario, but we could talk about that with the Nate the Hater. We could whatever. The other game, speaking of Star Fox, again, I downloaded the demo to Wild Blue Skies. That's the demo that looks exactly like a Star Fox game. You got the dog person character and the other animal characters. Wild Blue Skies. Look it up. It looks and plays just like Star Fox. So I booted it up today, right before we got on the podcast, and I play. They only let you play the first mission. I played through the first mission like twice, and they're doing all the chatter from Mario 64. The barrel rolls and all that other stuff. All of it is there. The bombs that Star Fox does, the things that you fly through. I mean, they pretty much made Star Fox 64, or Star Fox, and they just made Star Fox in general, which is kind of why I'm like, let the indies, take on the classic Star Fox and let Star Fox move into a brand new direction. We don't need two games, one branded Nintendo and another one with the indie moniker. But other than that, it was pretty dope. All right, let me finish this list. The other games that I played were Dead Space. I had a taste.
Dead Space?
I did. I had a taste for some Dead Space, and I went and downloaded it. Shout out to Game Pass, the best deal in gaming. Oh no, I said it wrong. The best value in gaming.
This dude, his praise be a shot.
But yeah, I played a little bit of Dead Space. That was pretty fun. I think I died and then I cut it off. I wasn't really fully invested like that.
Is it the remake? The remake of Dead Space?
Yeah, this is the remake.
Okay. I still gotta play that.
Beautiful graphics. I am not sure if I played Resident Evil 4, but I'm gonna say I played Resident Evil 4. And I think that's it, minus one game that I am not gonna talk about.
This brother said he didn't play any games and named off 20 games. Like,
I mean, I didn't have no long sessions. That's what I was saying. I got you. Yeah, one game. It will remain a mystery.
Just sample sizes, huh? Just sample size.
Yeah, just a little sample.
Shouts out to Matt Jazz, man. Welcome to the show. Angry Vigilant, where you been, brother? Too busy playing that Switch too. He said, have you seen Galaxy Movie? I'm getting ready to go watch it. Man, that's dope. No, we will go see it tomorrow at 11:20. I'll probably be there at 11 on the dot. But yeah, I will see it tomorrow, Angry Vigilante. Welcome to the show, though, bro.
I'm going Saturday.
What you playing on that Switch too, my brother? What you playing over there? I be seeing what you playing. What you playing over there? I know it ain't, and I know you got that Resident Evil. What you playing on that Switch too? I need to know. Let us know what you gaming on. But K-Bomb, come on through, bro. What you been gaming on, man?
You know me, the huge. And so, no, I've been on that. Been on kind of what I usually been playing on, which is that NBA 2K. I've got to send the homies. I got to send the homies the link to the chat to the live. But been playing the NBA 2K. Been playing a little bit of Marvel Rivals. Still playing on that. Like I said, new season just dropped like a week or so ago. New character, and been playing on Kena.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm still playing that, still working through the levels to get done with that game. I'm still waiting for it to grab me. It got a little bit more difficult, which I appreciate. I appreciate it turned up the difficulty a little bit, but nothing too crazy, honestly. And is it me? Am I supposed to talk about it, or this game?
It's you, sir.
Me. Me. Well, there's an additional game that I've been playing on. Not only have I been playing on, Keith has been playing it. And not only has Keith been playing it, Level has been attempting to play it.
I was listening with y'all. Go ahead.
I went ahead and put a level in my backpack and got the trucking. No, but that's a Dead Zone Rogue, and I would say surprisingly, but it's not really surprisingly. The homies called it. They said this is a K-bomb type of game. I resisted, but I did buy it on the podcast because I will not get flamed by Level again saying that I wasn't going to be part of the group, or I set the group up, as I've been told by what's that game? The Guardians, what's the game called? Helldiver 2. Helldiver 2. They said I set them up, and the leader left them.
Abandoned us.
And they blame.
Still waiting for him to respawn and put the code in. Like we out here running around in circles.
I've been blamed for that. I've also been blamed for the downfall of Splatoon 2. 3. I got mine from GameFly and I sent it back when we were done. When we were done with it, I repeat, when we were done with it, I sent it back. But I will not get blamed for Dead Zone Rogue. And yes, this is absolutely a K-bomb type of game. It is pretty much, to be honest with you, to me, it feels like Hades 2 with guns. That's how it feels, because it has the roguelike gameplay with the building of your setup. And the homies jumped on a couple of days ago. We actually made it through the full Zone 1, even though this game was trying its hardest to crash.
It really was.
It was trying its hardest to crash. I couldn't sprint anymore. When I had a super fast submachine gun with 80 bullets, I would unload the clip and it would still shoot and not reload. And so it would shoot, but it didn't cause any hit markers because I was out of bullets. The game just took that long to actually realize I was out of ammo. So we did beat it. We did get to the end. I thought when we got to the end, well, just really quickly, as we're going through the game, Paw kept going back through the map trying to find all the weapons. I don't know what Pawpaw was doing over there, but we definitely had to wait every round for Pawpaw to come on.
Your mic messing up. I don't know if you got if your mouthpiece is.
My fault. I'm probably too close.
Okay.
Probably too close to it. I back up something, but Pawpaw. Let me help with that. We had to wait for him to get done, search the map for weapons. But what I didn't know when we got to the end of the game was that, I thought I had more help. I guess I didn't. I'm not gonna read the stats. Level did what he was supposed to do. Level came in clutch a couple times. Keith came in clutch too, because there was a point in the game where I couldn't sprint anymore, and I died. And I think Level died too, and Keith held it down. So I give props.
That's what I do, baby. That's what I do.
He definitely held it down for us. I appreciate that. But no, man, we had fun. We had fun. We had a blast. And Level got better. Level got better through the map. The first he didn't know what to do. He's like, "What do I switch this gun for this gun?" I'm like, "No, man. That's one thing." I said the gun you got was trash. But if he likes it, I love it. That's how I feel about it. But no, we had fun. I definitely want to do it again. Zone 2, I just started playing Zone 2. That ain't no joke.
Ain't no joke, bro.
That ain't no joke. Zone 1 was patty cake. This is, Lord have mercy. So we'll see about that.
We'll see about that. Dodging. I was shooting the dude dodge. I was like, whoa. The regular dude is dodging, bro. The regular dude, and the other dude is teleporting. I'm like, okay, y'all came to play. But no, that's what I've been gaming on. It was fun. We got to get Zone 2. Level. I would love for you to come back and play Zone 2. That was fun.
So Angry Vigilante said, I've been playing Pokemon Fire and Super Meat Boy 3D. Okay, all right, cool. What is that? What Matty Jazz is playing? Suikoden. How you say that, Keith? 1 and 2 remastered?
Suikoden.
Suikoden? And I would have never guessed that. Sweaking in 1 and 2. Thank you, Keith. That's that Nia rubbing off on you, So, what have I been gaming on? I have not been gaming on much. So, as y'all know, I am pushing through Requiem. What's up? Oh, that's Keith. I've been pushing through Requiem. Right now, I have acquired the 3 pieces to, I guess it's a bomb to open this gate. I found my motorcycle. So I'm pretty much at the end. I know Keith trying to act like I'm not. I'm pretty much at the end. I think I got maybe one or two more little twists and turns, and I'm done with this game. It has been a heck of a ride. I have thoroughly enjoyed Requiem. It has tested me like few other games have, far as it's not a hard game. It's just one of those games that I don't typically play. I don't play horror games. Resident Evil 4 is not a horror game. It's an action game with horror elements. Dead Space is a horror game. Silent Hill is a horror game. Resident Evil 1 through 3, Keith, are horror games. This
you add 0 in there.
Or 0. This is a horror game, but thank the Lord they had enough kindness, enough grace. They must have understood my type of gaming to break up Grace and Leon, because I could not play through this game if I had to play through with Grace the whole time. But even Grace has gotten better. She's kind of sobered up. She kind of made me mad. I told y'all last week she done made me mad. I'm trying to figure out what's finna go on. So I'm right there. I'm going down a little elevator, Keith. I don't have any life at all. So I don't even know how I'm going to get down this elevator because I have no hearts. I mean, no herbs, no nothing. So I don't know if I'm going to have to start back where I can get there a little bit better. Cause being back in Raccoon City and these dust zombies coming out from nowhere and so what I did was I kind of sniped out the area that I was going into early. So I picked off everybody I could see before I went over in there. And what they did was they turned to blister heads. I think that's what they called them, blister heads. They started sending all kind of blister heads at me. And I was like, y'all, you knew I was thinking through. I planned this out. So you're going to kill the people I got set up for you to come across? Oh, we're going to send these blister heads at you. I think that's what they call them. And, man, blister heads eat up your bullets. And I got all kind of artillery, all kind of guns. And it's just going through all my guns. I got 2 shotguns. I got 2 machine guns. I got 2 sniper rifles. I got 2 Glocks. And they just soaking it up. Shoot the legs, folks. Shoot the legs. I was watching RDC. I think that's what they call, man. They all trying to do all headshots. Folks, shoot the legs and melee. Do a melee hit and then go over there and chop.
Boy, I was about to say Millie Rock.
Millie Rock on him, man. Millie Rock. You know what I'm saying? Shoot the legs. Millie Rock on him with the axe. Come up, Millie Rock with Leon. Anyway, but yeah, shoot the legs, man. But anyway, I think I'm almost done with this game. I will let y'all know. Hopefully, I can finish it by this week and then give y'all my take, and Keith can talk about it. He's waiting on me, folks. He done played through 3 times. He's waiting on me. And I also played Dead Zone with the fellas. Let me be honest here. I was shamed when I was
that final score.
I thought I was holding it down, bro. I was staying out the way. I wasn't dying. I was shooting stuff. I came through clutch. I killed a few of them bosses. Put a little bullets in their head at the last second. I was Millie rocking on the game until I read the final tally. Your boy looked bad. I thank my friends. These are true friends because they would have put that up and show what I had compared to what they had. This would not have been good. Thank y'all.
Would y'all like to know?
No, they don't need to know. No, this is private.
I took a screenshot. I can pull that up real quick. Give me a second.
I tell them myself. Y'all gonna tell it. I might want to tell it. So K-Bum had 175 kills. Keith had 98, I believe.
Yes.
Your boy Level had 209.
Don't
I
do that.
had 250 minus a 0. I had 25 kills. I was shooting more than this, man. I was shooting. I wasn't dying. I built up my my armor. I built up my health. I was out there killing stuff. I thought I was. Apparently, the game said you was shooting stuff, but you didn't kill nothing. But so, hey, what I'm going to do though, cause I don't want to be carried through the game. These brothers are beasts. That's not my type of game. So I'm not too shamed, but that's not my. Well, Nia, me and you also got carried too. Now, Nia, we got them numbers too. We were looking bad. We did a little bit better though. But I'm gonna start playing through, man, just to get more acclimated to that style of game. I don't play Call of Duties and all that type of stuff. And it's a fast pace. It's erratic. You got to be turning. You got to be thinking. I don't really play like that. So I got to get my game up. So I'm going to start playing through on my own just to build up the twitching and so I can come in at least get 60, 70 kills. But yeah, that's what it was, man. I'm not ashamed of it. They know I don't play these type of games. But your boy wasn't dying. He wasn't a weak link. I only died like what? Twice.
That's true.
So I wasn't holding these brothers back. I did kill a few bosses, took them out. Tat. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, give me that. And I did run around because Nia, see Nia, that's why we need 4 companions, because you was tender and caring. They don't care about me, Nia. They don't ping nothing, and when they do ping, Level, get over and get this helmet. Your helmet whack. Get this helmet. You was all tender and soft and delicate. Level, you need a new gun. You need a new hat. Yeah, Nia, where is it at? I pinged it. It was so nice and friendly and inviting. K-Bum, Level, get over and get these gloves. Your gloves weak. You got good gloves, Level. Grandpa, let's go, Grandpa, let's go. I'm like, Lord Jesus, where's Nia?
Y'all was over there trying to be nurturing. Y'all battle only got 60 kills together, but I ain't. Hey, who am I to talk about what y'all was doing in the game?
I said we didn't do, but at least Nia cared about my feelings. Y'all don't care about your boy. Y'all just tried to make me feel bad. Made me come live on the show and tell on my whack. Sorry numbers, but it's all good. It's all good. 25 kills, y'all. 25 kills, but we made it to the last stage, and we beat the game. I did. My character did glitch out. I couldn't sprint no more, but we did that. So anyway, that's what we've been gaming on. So let's get into these topics, y'all. I mean, you know what we do. So. Where do we want to start? Do we want to start with Mario or do we want to start with PlayStation? Which one? Well, let's start with Mario and get it on out the way. So right now, y'all know Mario is in the theaters. I think it's been out, what, Keith, a day?
Yeah. Came out Wednesday.
Okay, so it came out yesterday, and as you see right there in front of you, first day opening was 34.5 million. They made 34.5 million. I think that's here in the States. I don't know what the global number, but they already breaking records. I think they already outpacing the original. And it seems to be on track to either match Super Mario Brothers or surpass Super Mario Brothers. So just curious how y'all feel. Do y'all believe Galaxy is going to outdo the original? I know we haven't seen it yet, so we can't talk about it in that sense. 48 was global. Oh, so it did 48 million globally. Okay, I didn't get that number. I knew I got the domestic. So it's doing good, man. It's doing real good. And the reason go ahead, give your thoughts on that. Just those numbers so far.
Yeah, I didn't know it was doing. I didn't know it had 48 million globally. I think so, man. I think if you go back and you think about the first Mario, the second Mario movie, or the one that we should not talk about. When you think about the second Mario movie, it was a phenomenon that they're actually doing it. They're actually doing the Mario movie. So it had a lot of that, people coming to it like, oh, what are they gonna do? They're finally doing it. You got the people, the gamers who are all fans of it. And the ticket price of admission is relatively lower than paying for a game. And it's only 90 minutes. I get in, get out. The movie itself, although we talk about how fast paced the movie was, it was a good time. I think as a father, I walked away from this movie not having to explain anything. Like, yeah,
you seen it already?
No.
Oh,
I'm talking about the first one.
Okay, I was like, dang, he's seen it already.
Yeah, as a father, I walked away not having to explain anything. It was wholesome to a degree. You know what I mean? Like, you have to explain, Disney be putting stuff in there trying to be inclusive when it's like you don't have to do all that. But I think the Mario movies are a really good time. They're good family movies of all ages. It's not. I've been hearing a lot of people say it's a kids movie, this, that, and the third. But we talking about 40 years of history right here that they're squeezing into like a 90-minute product. And I just think it's a good time. It's entertaining because it's so fast paced. They don't even give you a chance to be bored, I guess. So I think it will outdo it. If it doesn't, I wouldn't be surprised as well. I mean, I would like to know that both movies did amazing and gross over a billion. Gross over $1 billion. But I wouldn't be mad if it didn't. I can understand, But the reviewers have been out. They've been slamming the movie for certain reasons, and they slammed the first movie for pretty much a lot of the same things. And that movie did what it did. So, like I said, great all around family movie. I can 100% see it doing better than the first movie.
Okay, K-Bomb.
Repeat the question, sir.
Do you with seeing how the first number? Well, let me read this and then I set it up a little better for you. So right now, the opening day is at 34 million, 34.5. The movie achieved a record opening day gross of 34.5 million, making it the best opening day of the year so far, and I believe one of the best opening days ever. It also is the best opening Wednesday. It claimed the best opening Wednesday in April, surpassing the first Mario Bros. Movie. Forecast review: this movie is projected to earn $350 million worldwide across the 5-day Easter weekend, which will be slightly lower than the previous year's record. I think it may eclipse that. Despite middling reviews, the movie has received a positive response from audience with a 91% audience score on Rotten Tomatoes. We're going to get into all this. The Super Mario Galaxy movie success at the box office is a testament to the enduring popularity of the Mario franchise and the successful collaboration between Illumination, Universal, and Nintendo. So, K-Bomb, the question is, what is your thoughts, man? Do you believe that this movie, do you believe this movie can match the original or maybe even succeed it?
Hey, K-Bomb, before you go, Comic Book Crunch posted in the chat, and I just looked it up. It is currently at 68.4 million globally. First day.
Man, dang. That's crazy. Go ahead, K-Bomb.
No problem. Yeah, so I do, well, understanding what this is, right? The first movie, I wouldn't say caught people by surprise. I don't know if they were expecting. It's hard to say. I don't know if they were expecting that much success when it debuted, because it was all the talk, honestly. Right? It had a good 3 months where all you heard was peaches, peaches, peaches. about a good 3 months, a good summer. It was definitely all the talk and all the wave. So, but I think they went in looking to make a good quality movie. I don't know if they were going into thinking they were going to make a new wave, right? To go in there and just do what they did a couple years ago. So this game, sorry, not this game. I know it's Mario Brothers, but it's not a game. But this movie is coming in with that as the backing, and it is going into a place where it looks to expand the universe. I think they have a better understanding of what they're trying to accomplish, of being multiple things. One, fan service for those loyal fans. Two, a kids movie, a movie that you can take the kids to, you can take the family to, and enjoy, and something that is visually pleasing, similar to just high end graphics, and something that's fun and enjoyable, that's lighthearted comedy. With all that being said, and what they've done so far and what they've shown so far, I do believe that this is going to be close to what others are doing. So let me say this. When I look at other movies like this, when I look at the Sonics, right? When I look at Minecraft, when I look at Legos, right? They're not really dropping off in their sequels. They're usually met with more enthusiasm than the first. And in fact, the Lego movies and the Minecraft movies and the Sonic movie, that you got 3 Sonics out of that. I don't see why so far the grandfather of video games wouldn't get as much success. If Pixels can move numbers, I don't see the issue why we even comprehend or think that the Mario movie couldn't replicate what it's done. So no, I'm not surprised by that. I was actually surprised by the low review scores, is what I was surprised about. But I'm not surprised by the fans' reaction at it being, I know, at 90 at some point, being well received. That doesn't surprise me. And there's a lot of terrible kiddie movies out there that get terrible reviews, that makes billions. But this seems like it's like the first one was a quality movie made out of the made with heart out of the source material. So I don't see an issue. I think it's gonna do well. I think it's gonna get close, if not eclipse the original. I don't think it's gonna be a big fall off. If anything, I think it's going to be another enjoyable movie. I don't see how they really can miss with it. I mean, we got like 5 million movies. we got like 5 million movies, bro. Like well, why wouldn't it do numbers? Anyway, that's my take on it.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's gonna do good. I hope that it matches, and I hope that it exceeds the first one. But we will see. I know we're going to see it tomorrow, and next week we'll be able to give our. Well, I know me and Keith will be able to give our takes on the actual.
You and Keith.
Yeah, me and Keith will be able to give our takes on the movie. Now, K-Bum brings up a topic, that we got to pivot to, and that is the Rotten Tomato scores. So the movie, this happened the first one as well. The original Mario Rotten Tomato score was 59%. They have given this movie an even lower score of 40, I think it's 42 or 43 on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm going to pull it up here in a second. And let me see. Rotten Tomatoes ranking. There it is. All right. So, yes. So the critics... right here, Super Mario Galaxy currently holds a 44 critic score on Rotten Tomatoes, indicating mixed to negative reviews, while audience reactions are expected to be more positive. Critics score based on early reviews. Rotten Tomatoes reported A 44% critic rating for the Super Mario Galaxy movie, derived from approximately 59 to 75 critic reviews. This is lower than the 59% rating of the 2023 Super Mario Bros. Movie, and higher than the 27 of the 1993. Why y'all have to bring that in? Y'all dirty. Y'all didn't have to bring that movie up. Critics generally praise the animation and visual design, but criticize the films for a thin story, lack of emotional depth, and over reliance on fan service and Easter eggs. So Keith says something that I feel like we need to talk about. We don't talk about this stuff a whole lot, but I think it's relevant. And K-Bum brought up the Metacritic score, why it got so low. I believe that the powers that be don't like the fact that this movie is doing so well, and especially the first one. And I think, this is me personally, I think this movie represents something that they don't like. And that's catering to the fans, not putting a lot of agenda-based ideas and ideologies and different things in it. It kind of stays true to what it is. It doesn't try to be what it's not. And it caters to the fans and the fan base, and not to those outside of it. Like, it's almost like Nintendo is like, hey, we expect y'all to understand and know Mario. Me and Keith was kind of talking about this. And there can be some negatives to that. But for the most part, I think Nintendo is like, this is what Mario is. We're going to make Mario what he is. We're not going to try to make Mario something he's not. It's about the characters. It's about the Easter egg. It's about the cameos. It's fast-paced. It's kid-orientated to keep their attention. You never lose their attention. And I think critics don't like that because it does not cater to their taste, and it does not follow the movie genre expectations to get bigger and better reviews or critic scores. And I'm okay with that. Now, I have some criticisms that I'm going to share, but I just want to open that up. Do we feel like this is gatekeeping more so than we really don't like this movie? We don't like what this movie represents. Could that be something that's going on here? Keith, you can come in on that.
I don't know if it's gatekeeping. I think there's a I don't know how movie reviewers do it. If they have like a sheet where they have,
and K-Bum just come in right after him. I'll be right back.
If these movies have to have like this, that, and the third, and I have a rating scale. That's what I'm looking for. I don't know if they go into the movies with a rating scale, or if they're just going into it to enjoy it. I don't know, but they're being critical. They have to be. And I would 100% understand, especially because I can only base it on the original Mario movie, and some of the criticisms that they had there, it's echoed here. And when I listen to those reviews, I understand where they're coming from, and I fully expect to believe the things that they said and the criticisms that they said about the second movie to also exist in this movie. So I guess it's like of two minds. I don't think there's gatekeeping, trying to keep Mario from being the entity that we all know him for. I just think that the movies are doing something completely different. As Level was saying, and me and him we were going back and forth, and we were talking about like, this is what Mario is. When you think about a Mario game and you think about all the worlds that he goes through, he's going through these worlds pretty quickly. It's slow to us because we got to get through the stage, but he's just going from one world to the next world to the next world to the next world, and it don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense. He got green dinosaurs, fish that's flying, all this random stuff to entertain you. And I think the movies are being consistent with that type of entertainment. I think if they were to do Donkey Kong movie, or we already know Star Fox is in the movie, but if they were to do a Star Fox movie, I think you will see a more focused story. I think what they're doing with Mario is kind of breaking those traditional movie conventions. I'm not saying who's wrong or right. I'm not taking that stance, but I'm just trying to allow it to be what it is. So I don't think there's any gatekeeping. I think that there are conventional problems with the way they're doing the Mario movies, but at the same time, you can't deny the entertainment from them. The first Mario movie was very entertaining, and I heard this one was just as entertaining, if not more. Shout out to Gene Park. I heard his take about the movie. And he was talking about some things that happened that I won't talk about here. But yeah, I think I answered this question. You can go, K1.
Yeah. It's hard for me to say that it's the powers that be that's keeping this back from being what it is. I don't know if I can cross that bridge with that statement. I get it. I understand what's being said with that, but I can't make that judgment call. But what I will say is that I feel I don't feel that this is such a different movie than anything out there that people would need to make it negative, right? I don't have that feeling that this is so different that they kind of have to make this negative because this movie is so different. But I will say that this is one of those few titles that tries to stay true to what the source material is, what we know to be that of the source material, what we've been begging for these type of movies that's based off of games to be. We've been asking for this for a long time. And the fact that they've been able to successfully do that in a place or in a time where you don't do that has been big. And so I can see why the critics would have a different response to what's shown than the audience, because the critics look at things like, pacing and does it make sense, and looking at things like dialogue and purpose and emotion, where when we go to movies, we're looking to have a good time.
Yep.
Right. And sometimes those things go hand in hand. Right. The emotions and the acting, the voice acting, the story, the plot. Sometimes those go hand in hand with you and actually enjoying the show. Right. And sometimes it doesn't. So sometimes they're completely different from each other. So I get it, but I do see why they can be different. It's hard for me to say this is agenda based or they don't like this because of blah blah blah. But I will say I can see and understand why there would be a difference between the two, because I know Level, when he take his basketball team of a family, he wants to see smiling faces, right? He wants to see the kids happy or have a good time or enjoy themselves, or he wants to see that, and just him and the wife enjoy themselves, right? They want to leave with smiling faces after spending that type of money. You're not just sitting here worrying about, but what was the plot? That's not what you like. Did I have a good time? Did my kids have a good time? Did we laugh? Like that's the focus. So I can see the difference. I can understand it. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay. Yeah. I missed what I heard some of what K-Bum said, and I missed most of what you said. Keith, can refresh me on what you said? I wanna make sure I know your position. Go ahead.
I basically said I don't think it's an agenda. I think the movies, maybe from a critical standpoint, I think the movies probably are criticized properly, but I don't think they hold any weight to the entertainment value that you get out of those movies. So I don't think that there's an agenda or anything to try to restrict Mario from being as great as it can be. But yeah, I think that's kind of what echoing what I said for the most part.
Okay. I can't find the review I wanted to pull up, but it was one girl who literally said Mario is misogynistic. That's why I'm trying to say. I don't know if y'all actually read some of the reviews, some of the views, some of the reviews of some of these critics. Now, I do believe there are critics who are literally just watching a movie and assessing that, okay, the pacing is bad, no story line, no character development, nothing to attach to from this movie. And I think we all agreed with that on the first one. But there are some critics out here, and it's a good pocket of them. There are saying things that really come off agenda-based, like to accuse Mario of being misogynistic or Princess Peach being treated like she needs help and she needs a savior. Like,
wait. Did anyone play the game? That's what. That's what you do. It's a damsel in distress.
Right.
I'm sorry. That's how it went. And one thing they made Peach so a strong character in the first one. She wasn't just a helpless damsel. She was a strong character. If anything, that could be considered a breakaway from the character. What's wrong? What is wrong with you people? Sorry.
But yeah, that's my thing. Like I said, I don't think it's across the board. I do think there are. I think there is some. We don't like these outsiders coming in, doing this what they doing, but I don't think it's widespread. So I'm not going to make that a big to do. But there are critics out here that thank you. Their criticism just doesn't ring like you're actually, like when people want to review bomb games, and you could tell that review doesn't reflect anything in the game. This person just doesn't want this game to review well, and I think some of that is happening with some of these reviews. But it is a nostalgic movie. I can agree. What did she say? Oh my God, level. But anyway, I agree with you guys. I think they are assessing the movie for just being the critics that they are. Sometimes they may be overly caught up in their opinion of stuff, but they do that across the board. But this movie does not have any agenda-based stuff. You don't see the gender neutral, all that type of stuff. You don't have none of that. And I'm curious if that's also affecting his review. I'm just curious. Like K-Bump said, I don't fear taking my kids here and having to explain stuff. Or Keith said this, and K-Bump talked about it as well. Yeah, I do like going to watch a movie and I don't have to explain to my kids, or if they ask me why was that like that, or I don't feel like explaining this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Some of the stuff I don't necessarily co-sign. You live your life, but I don't. A lot of the newer movies, cartoons, have all that stuff littered in it, and we seeing the effects because the turnout is low. But you look at the movie like Mario and other movies that don't have all that stuff, and their turnout is good. There has to be some gravity, some truth to. Families are kind of, screening what they take their kids to see now because of all these things. So Jeff was curious on that. Any other final thoughts? We can move on. I don't want to stay on this too long.
Can't wait to see it so we can talk about it in more depth next week.
Okay, cool. So with that being said, we'll see it tomorrow. I'll let y'all know. If y'all follow me on Twitter, y'all know tomorrow. But let's move on. So This where I really want to go. All right. So we all know that we in some peculiar times in gaming. Typically, the trend was 3-4 years into the life cycle of a system, you start to see the system price go down. Oh, how that has changed. And it brings up so many conversations. First time, when you got the person that buys what they call that when you buy it as soon as it come out. What they call that? It's on the tip of my tongue.
Early adopters.
Early adopters. You got the whole early adopter group. I'm in that group most of the time, especially with Nintendo and sometimes with PlayStation. I typically go on ahead and get it early. They be like, you need to wait, the bugs and all these different things. It's gonna be cheaper, and that was a common reality for every generation except for this, I think, 9th generation, where not only have we not seen these systems go down, they have went up not once, but twice. So right now, let me pull it in. The PlayStation announced that the PlayStation, all their devices will be going up in price. Sony announced this, and we was hoping that Sony would be able to hold off, but they were not able. And this jump is not a joke. So let me see which article do I want to pull up. Let's go with, I guess we can go with IGN. Why not? So it says, here's where you can buy a PlayStation 5 before the price. All right, no, I don't want that. I want to know the prices. So let me find one. Game Rant. Is Game Rant good? Yeah, let's go to Game Rant. It's official. PlayStation 5 consoles are more expensive. Last month, Sony announced that it was going to increase the price for its PlayStation 5 line of consoles, and now the price change are technically in effect. The PlayStation 5 is Sony's latest gaming console, having first released in 2020, literally 6 years ago, with 2 versions available at the time of the console's launch, and a standard PlayStation 5 with a disc drive costing $449.99, while the digital edition costs $449.99. With the ongoing RAM crisis and the general economic problems facing the world, gaming and PC hardware have been getting more expensive while gamers are used to video game consoles becoming cheaper over time, like I just explained. The exact opposite has happened with the PlayStation 5 and Microsoft, don't leave them out, and possibly Nintendo. Sony raised PlayStation 5 console prices before, and now it's done it yet again. So let's look at these prices. Woo, Lord Jesus. The previously announced PlayStation 5 console price increase are now technically in effect. So if you didn't buy you a PlayStation 5, oh, Lord, I feel sorry for you if you now decide to move into the 9th generation. Oh, you should have moved two years ago or a week ago. But various retailers may still have them at lower prices. If you're in the market for a PlayStation 5, it's definitely worth taking a look to see if you can get a deal. But in the meantime, the standard PlayStation 5 with the disc drive now costs $649.99. That's literally $250 more. Let me make sure I'm right on that. Yes, it was $500 at launch. That's not $200. That's $150. Let me get my numbers right. That's $150 more. The digital edition is now $600, which is $150 more. But that good old PlayStation 5 Pro is $900.
That'll be $899, sir. Not $900.
$900.
$899.99. Not
$900. Because when you add that tax, it's gonna be probably like $920.
You ain't gonna speak. You ain't gonna speak. Speak negative. That's not MSRP. Thank you, Keith. I appreciate that.
So it's possible that the council will eventually go down in price. No, it's not. I hope it do. No, let me be optimistic.
Hey, don't be no hater.
Yeah,
whole life.
But no play. Well, I like PlayStation, but I got one, so I'm good.
Yeah, I know you.
K-Bum, are you getting you a Pro now? Or do you got a Pro? Did you get a Pro?
You're not waiting for my answer, are you?
No, I'm not. I know you don't have one.
Okay.
But no plans to that effect have been announced. So unless you are able to find a retailer still selling a PlayStation 5 for lower cost, you will have to pay the inflated prices to get the console. All right. 650, 600, 900. K-Bum, since I started with Keith the last time with the Mario conversation, brother, what's your thoughts?
This is not a move Sony wants to do. This is a move Sony has to do. So, in all of the generations of gaming, we don't see in the 5th year of a console prices rise. That is not a normal thing. That is a very rare thing. We're used to seeing prices drop when it comes around that time. But as we understand the climate that we currently exist in, where you have RAM costing as much as consoles themselves, and the fact that to ship anything overseas, you're getting hit with 15-20% tariff prices, and the many more other avenues where oil prices has hit over 100 per barrel now. This is the atmosphere that we exist in now, and so I can't be mad at PlayStation for doing this. This is kind of it's not like, hey, they're being greedy, right? That they're saying, hey, we're gonna milk our constituents and make more money. No, this is some of this is like the reason why that they're not doing this because they want to. They dropped they dropped the price a couple years ago, and then you've seen constant prices being raised. The American market is kind of the last to get hit with this price increase. I know they did like Australia and Canada prior to this, but the U.S. market is getting hit with this. So this hurts because this is kind of a view of what gaming is going to be in the next generation, right? Let's not think that this is just an issue for now, right? That this is going to quickly go away. This issue is something that most likely is going to be an issue even when the PS6 comes out, or even the next Xbox system, and even the Steam box, which is having issues because of this. So I don't think this is good for gaming. It's definitely not good for Sony. This is bad for Sony, but this is not good for gaming. This is an issue. This is a problem, and this is going to continue to cause issues in gaming itself, because it's going to raise gaming to a price where you have to make real decisions on what you're going to do with your gaming habits. So it sucks. I hate it that this is what it is, but hopefully we get some reprieve from this whenever Orange Man decides that he don't want to play war no more, and we can actually get things to level out. But the way that the economy is working and the way the world's working, you never know about these things, man. You just don't know.
All right. That's interesting. I was responding to Hip Hop Gamer, and I literally said what I was saying to him. He was talking about next gen and the power and the graphics, and I'm like, brother, you talking about next generation, and people can't even afford this generation. like, don't be so detached that they act like you don't even see what's going on around you. Yeah, K-Bomb, that's something we're gonna have to talk about, man. Is like, what does this mean for the future? But before we go there though, and rightfully said, this is not something Sony wanted to do. Sony tried to scave this off and push this out. They kept kicking that can down. Matter of fact, they gave you a discount last year of $100. They knew this was coming. They knew they was going to have to do it. And I think they tried all the ways they could to avoid doing it. And like I said, we may see it with Nintendo too. So this is just where we are. So Keith, come on through here. What's your thoughts, man?
What's the original question?
What's your thoughts on these new prices?
Oh, they suck. No.
Great job, man.
Thank you.
End of subject.
Yeah, I don't have. I mean, I looked at it, and I hate that we're in this position. I mean, I really do. Like, gaming is our getaway. It's our peace for some of us. You know, entertainment for some of us. Like, a lot of us get stories this way. Like, we don't read books. Some of us don't read. Some of us aren't watching movies, playing games. You know, and there's reading in games. You know, but this could be a sort. I mean, and then like this could be your Netflix. This could be your Crunchyroll or whatever you use. And the barrier to entry is keeping us away from it. As a PC advocate, PC gamer, I'm used to high prices, but not when it comes to consoles. Consoles, the benefit has always been that it's affordable and you have the backing of Sony.
True.
Right. You have the backing of a Sony, a Microsoft, or a Nintendo if anything were to happen. So that's, you know, those are those benefits. But now you're pushing into a territory, and like y'all both just said, I know they didn't want to do this because they're trying to make money. You know, if they could sell it at a certain price, they would. And I just hope that, you know, I can't echo everything that Kayvon said, but I hope that, you know, we push away the idea they're just trying to be greedy. That's the narrative with the internet right now. Oh, they're just trying to be greedy. These greedy corporations, that's an easy emotional take that doesn't require any thought. And we don't do
that. Is so true. That's so true.
We don't do that over here. Like K-Bone was saying, they don't want to do this. Why would you want, like, that doesn't make any sense. The more consoles
not
I
making
sell,
money. They're not making money on the systems. They
with the increase.
Yeah, they not making money. They just trying to offset the cost of RAM.
Right. So
go ahead. I apologize. I interrupted.
No, you good. Because like I said, I don't have too much. I'm just trying to kind of think about this on the fly a little bit. Because other than it sucks, but no, like I said, I think it does suck as a consumer. Like, I don't know. I typically always get a PlayStation, since the PlayStation 3 anyways. I'd end up getting a PlayStation device toward the end of the generation and kind of catch up on some of the things that I missed. Luckily, a lot of those games did come to PC. But these companies are just, in my opinion, they're trying to survive. They're trying to weather the storm. And for those people who don't have a PlayStation already, you know, you got to make some decisions. Is it that important, or do you just save your money and wait for next gen? You know, and these companies know that this is going to hurt their bottom lines. It's going to hurt the overall user base and stuff like that. They're not trying to do this. It doesn't make sense. So,
right.
But as I said earlier, it sucks. Console gamers don't roll like that, and hopefully, with the increase of I think it was Google. Somebody is making their own type of proprietary RAM, or something like that. So hopefully there are some other things that may come out to kind of offset this, other than just increase in price. I think AI should be using its own things and not using consumer products. That should be separate. But that's all I got for now.
Also, Keith, there is some revelation that these AI companies are actually losing money, and it might be an about face on some of this stuff because they may have jumped the shark. But
there's too many of them too, by the way.
But like K-Bump said, Sony didn't want to do this, nor did Microsoft, and neither does Nintendo. They're being forced. Their hands are being forced because of this AI boom and these companies buying up all the RAM and different things to win and be at the front of that race. This is the aftermath of that. But it brings us to the second question, which we got to look at Nintendo. Has gaming gotten to a place that we're being priced out? Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm like Dark Star. Welcome to the show. I just read your post. I didn't want to talk about next gen, and I for sure don't want to talk about next gen right now. I don't want to have no conversation. I don't want to hear nothing about next gen, just like Dark Star said. Because I'm telling you right now, man, $649 is pretty much a no-go for me. I would have to do some real explaining to the wife, or that'd be the only system I get. Like, we're getting to, it won't be multiple systems. If all these systems costing this much, there won't be no multiple systems. There will be one system in my house, and I would have to make a decision. Is that going to be Switch, Nintendo, or PlayStation with Sony? It definitely ain't going to be Microsoft. So between them two, I can only get one. Where I am with my budget and where I'm at. Because Nintendo literally charged us $80 for Mario Kart World. $80. We know Mario got whatever the next Mario 3D is going to be $80 for the physical. We know the Zelda is going to be $80. We know Smash Bros is going to be $80. Splatoon is going to be $80. So you add an 80, and then the console itself is $150 more. The Switch 2 may end up costing $550, or maybe even, about $550. Then you look at bundled $600. Bro, that's a lot. The average family's not.
Yeah.
Look, Sally, look, little Joe and Jimmy and Tyrone and Jeremy and Jonathan. Y'all gonna have to hold on to that PlayStation 4, that Switch, cause Mama, Daddy don't have it right now. Daddy ain't buying it. Mama,
we trying to pay for groceries. We don't got time.
Groceries. Right, we got to get cars repairs, gas, light bill, electric. Like, are we at a place that where gaming just is not a casual? Is not a what they call it? Like they were talking about the Neo Geo. It was for the rich, because I think it was like $1,300 for a Neo Geo. Like, that's where we at. Like, this is not for, blue collar, working class. We are being priced out of this market, and we got to talk about it. We being priced out.
I think there's a change. So when you had, like, let's take the Wii. When you had the Wii, you had multiple Wiis in the house for some households. When you look at the DS, you had multiple DSs, right? And even for the possibly for, I wouldn't say the PS4, but some Nintendo, you had multiples of them. Or maybe you got multiple consoles. Maybe you were able to get an Xbox and a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Or a Nintendo system and this. I don't think we're at a point where we've completely priced out the blue collar, but we've definitely priced it out of this range of, okay, you get your own system, you get your own system, and you guys no, it's back to where it was in the 90s, bro. You remember how it was, Level.
The whole house got one console.
The whole house got one car. We a Nintendo family. That's how this whole console war started, because we couldn't afford Nintendo, Sega, Xboxes. We couldn't afford all of them. 64 and a Genesis, and a PlayStation. Nah, bro. And a Saturn. Nah, bro. Pick one. Be loyal. Pick one. Be loyal. Dig your feet into the ground. So we weren't priced out of consoles, though consoles did get expensive back then. Because I know the PlayStation came in, I think, like $299, which was very expensive. Even the Nintendo 64 was expensive for its time. But what was priced out of was having multiple systems. That was priced out, and we're at that point again, where you're not gonna have these multiple systems in these house. You're not gonna you might be better off getting a cheap PC at this point, because you can play pretty much everything, other than Nintendo stuff. But
legally,
I saw the air quotes. That's dope. Thank you. Matter of fact, if you get a PC, you got a backlog of Nintendo. No, sorry, no, I'm just playing Nintendo. I'm just playing. I would never buy a ROM. I would never buy ROMs. So I'd never. Okay. Anyway, back to the point. I don't think we priced out of the blue collar. Right. I believe we have, like I said, we priced out for the multiple systems. I think we are getting closer to pricing out the blue collar. If next gen, if PS6 comes out at anywhere around $700, you have now priced out of you have now priced out of blue collar. If you're coming out $800 for a base PS6, no. I remember, because let's not forget when PlayStation came out at $599. What happened?
Right.
They went from first place to the gutter. So don't think that just because you're the man that people are going to pay those prices. People went in and bought Xboxes, red ring of death, before they bought a PlayStation 3. So
another one.
That's how I got into
another one.
When they said $599, I was like, well, Gears of War, here we come.
Another one. Yeah. So, and that's why I feel. I think we're getting close to that point. We're definitely out of this whole. Getting close to being out of this two maybe all the systems that some people that is going to be reserved for the rich, or for the people who are well off, or have all this exterior income that they can spend on video games. But for the norm, it's being priced out.
Yeah, that's a good take. That's what I was saying. We at that state. I know I won't be able to. If these systems start costing at the bare minimum $600, my wife gonna be looking at me like, "Look, I love you, but I don't love your hobbies, and you better pick one or the other. It better be either an N in front of that, or an S and a P, a P and an S. You better find what you want, because you only getting one, and that's what it would be. And I don't want to lose out on my first party Sony games, man, because I'm getting a Nintendo. So it's like, and still like K-Bum, you bring up next gen, right? I don't even want to talk about Dark Star. I don't want to talk about next gen, but let's for a second. If they don't get this RAM situation under control, the PlayStation 5 is costing $649.99 for the disc version. So let's say they go all digital with the 6. The digital version is $600. They can't come in and sell the new PlayStation 6 at $600. So you know it's gonna be at the very bare minimum $100 more. So you are looking at about $700 for the PlayStation 6. To me, they gonna have until RAM and all this stuff either levels out or go back to hopefully it go back to a sustainable place. They might not be able to bring the PlayStation 6 out for a few more years.
Right.
But you think they should wait?
Yeah.
Like, let's say, okay.
I mean, okay, look. We already know it's not going to be out next year. So we was already looking at either late 2027 or sometime in 2028. These RAM prices, if they stay like this, is forcing 2028 and beyond. Because, brother, no, like K-Bum said, the multiple console era is over. Since I started working and buying my own systems, I have had every system, every generation. I've had an Xbox, I've had a PlayStation, I've had Nintendo for the last 4 generations. I've had them all. This was the first generation I did not have them all. I didn't buy an Xbox. 1, because of the price, and 2, because they ain't had no games I wanted to play over there.
Because this is an Xbox.
Absolutely. Now it's like when the next generation, the 10th generation come in, is it the 10th or the 9th?
We on the 9th. Oh wait, I think we on the 10th.
Nintendo started the 9th.
Wait a minute.
Did Nintendo start the 9th, or the Switch to the 10th or the 9th? I'm lost at this point. Is this y'all let us know, is this the 9th generation?
I think it's the 10th, but I don't.
Yeah. Switch to
they
the
say
10th
they say it's the
generation.
9th, but I think it's the 10th.
Okay, the Switch 2 would be the 10th if this is the 9th. Are they trying to say anyway? Y'all know we don't care. Whatever the next generation is, if these are the starting prices, and those are going to be over these prices, Switch 2 is 10th. I thought, okay, that's right. Brother, I might be out the game. I don't know, man. $700? It ain't like I can't get it. I bought my camera $2,000. I can get it, and I probably will get it. Don't get me wrong, I will get it. But that's all I'll be getting. Or I'll be having to get up out my house. Hey,
what you gonna get is them hands from your wife is what you gonna get.
I'll be getting out my house.
Hands and feet.
K-Bum, hey man, can I brother, can I get a room over there? just for a night or two, man, till I figure out what I'm gonna do.
Take it back.
Yeah. So can I play your PlayStation 6, K-Bum? But anyway, any other thoughts on this, man, before we get out of here? Before we go to our next topic.
That's funny that we all talk about, like, you know, is this gonna be the last generation that I play video games? Listen, I love games through and through. But I can go. I can't go, especially when you start hurting my livelihood. Yeah, we got to make some choices. And games, I love games, but games will not be the downfall of me.
Yeah, I can find another hobby, man. Like I said, my gaming has dwindled anyway, but I still like gaming. I still like getting it in games. I just pick and choose what I get now. I don't buy, and I say that, but I got so many games when I switch to it, don't make any sense. But yeah. Just hope this RAM situation balances itself out and it goes back down to normal range, and these companies can take these prices back down to their normal ranges. It's just out of whack right now. It's so many different factors. Some unforced errors by orange people, but we won't. Yeah. You know, I'm talking about the chocolate factory. Charlie's talkative. Let me not even go there. Because I could have went so many places. So let's go to this next topic.
Before you move on, I just want to say I don't agree with Keith. I'm a have me a gaming system.
Hey, brother, more power to you.
Yeah, I'm gonna have me. I need to be able to detox when I come home. I'm gonna be on my phone or something. I'm gonna hold up now. Let's not get too harsh here, too rash.
K-Bone gonna be the one in the line shaking you. Here's my last check. Give me that PlayStation 6. I gotta get it, man.
Okay. Let me tell you this real quick. I'll be real quick. So when I got out of college, I graduated college, and I went back home, stayed with mom while I was trying to get a job, try to work, trying to become a man. I wasn't paying rent at the home, so I got an internship. I was working there, I'm making money. When they announced the price for the PS3, sorry, I knew okay, I can't get it right now. But I told my mom about it. My mom told me this. She said, if you go, you ain't paying no rent in this house. If you go buy that PS3, you gonna have to get up out of here.
You know how much
you gonna have to get up. Oh yeah. My mom was. She knows all that stuff. She's the one I talked to get a PS2. Now she know all that. And I remember a guy at my job was selling it because he had just got a divorce. He was cleaning the house and he was selling his PS3. I didn't buy it from a store. I bought it from a person, and he was giving me everything for like $500 or $450. Everything, the joysticks, 2 joysticks, games, the system, everything. And I remember my girlfriend at the time, which is my wife now. We went out to the county to go get it. No, it's the same person. It goes that far back. No, it goes that far back.
A red dot on your nose.
No. She wasn't listening. She heard
that. She heard that piece. But I went to the homie house. I got the system. I brought home, and the first thing I said to my mom is that I'll be out in a few. I just had to get it. It was on sale. I'll be out. That's why I knew I was getting married. I knew I was getting my apartment when I got married. It was about a couple months away. About 3 months away. I'm like, just give me 3 months, mama. I'll be out of here. But I had to get this PlayStation.
Man.
So that's how real it is.
I remember you telling that story. Look, like when the PlayStation 3, me and my wife was together, but we wasn't married. I won a lawsuit or a settlement in a lawsuit and came into some money, but I knew I wasn't getting that PlayStation 3. And so at the E3, it was like when they announced the price, I knew, well, they made this decision for me. So I went and got the Xbox 360, and I got Gears of War, and my brother stayed in the line at Target to get me the Wii. And I got Zelda, and of course it came with Wii Sports, and that's what done it. It was that PlayStation price, and that's what'll do it again. It'll be that whatever the prices are. But with that being said, man, we're gonna move on to the next topic. So, and we'll close out on this. So, look, this is an interesting topic because this is a unique topic, and I think it needs to be talked about. So there is a person by the name of Nate the Hate, and every few weeks to a month he comes with I don't know the podcast. Is that the name of the podcast, Nate the Hate? I don't know what the name of the podcast is, but Nate the Hate is this insider or this. What would you call him, Keith? I
don't know, Nate the Hate, brother.
He the one that
I hear his name come up. This is the first time I've actually sat down and paid attention. But
okay.
I hear
he's the rumors guy. He's the one that basically has leaked. He leaked Bonanza. He leaked when the Switch 2 was going to be showed in January. He leaked he leaked a lot of stuff. His brother has been on the money. He's a leaker. He's a prominent, probably the Nintendo leaker. He the one that reason why supposedly that there's a Star Fox game coming. He's the one reason why we know that there's a Zelda remake coming and there won't be a Mario game released this year, and that there may not be a direct until June. This is the guy. And the thought came to me, and I always want y'all thoughts. Look, I don't have no problem with a rumor here and there. It keeps the algorithm going. It keeps, you know what I'm saying? It keeps things interesting. But I listened to this latest podcast from them, and I'm going to be honest with you. I was kind of upset with Nate the Hate, because it's like, this dude, if what he says is true, this dude literally shared everything Nintendo is doing for the rest of the year. Now, there's a theory out here that Nintendo is trying to find out who's leaking and that they may be leaving breadcrumbs to find out, like, you know, telling one person this, telling another person that, so they can know, okay, we only told you that. So since that got out, we know that came from your department, or they trying to isolate. They trying to isolate who is leaking all this stuff, because Nintendo has had a leak problem for since the Switch 2 has been a thing. Everything about the Switch 2 has been leaked. But particular, I feel like individuals like Nate the Hate, as cool as it is to learn about stuff a little bit early, and Keith, you're going to be like, I told you so, but I think this is a little different. I think Nate the Hate is a problem. I think people like Nate the Hate need to be shut down, because his whole call to fame is knowing stuff early. That's cool. But when it's like, you just gonna tell us everything all the way to December. You just gonna tell the whole layout, the directs and everything. Like, to me, that's a problem. I think to me, that's not cool. I don't care who you are. That's not cool. And I was just curious, y'all thoughts on this. Are y'all cool with individuals that are like this, who do have insiders, who do get this stuff? Are y'all cool with them leaking it in the sense of just telling all these companies business and just ruining all the planning that they have put into stuff, all the rollout that they was putting into stuff, and you just came out and just told it all for your fame and for your glory and for your platform? Like I said, I think it is a space for that. But I think what Nate the Hate just did is overkill. I think that's wrong. I don't think that's right. And I hope that Nintendo finds out, and if this was Sony or Microsoft, can find out who is leaking their stuff and track down and snatch all these people up with the ninjas and hold them accountable. I don't think that's cool. So I just wanted y'all thoughts on it.
I mean, I'm always hopeful for a surprise, and I still think that there will be surprises. By the time June roll around, because that's when he said that all this was supposed to be announced with the Nintendo Direct or whatever. By the time June rolls around, I'm going to forget who a Nate the Hate was. I'm not even going to lie to you. I didn't even know this was a real person. I thought it was just like a moniker that somebody was hiding behind. Nate the Hate dropped the information, but you said it's a whole podcast. So
he a real person. That's just his name. That's what he go by. But he a real person.
Okay. But yeah, I mean, the leak community, I mean, this is going to sound weird coming from me. It exists. They do their thing. I wish I wasn't privy to it, because literally everybody on my timeline was posting about it. So it was almost unavoidable, other than just not logging on to X that day or Twitter that day. Is he a problem? Yeah, I think that's a problem, because a lot of the enjoyment is the not knowing, kind of like this whole Star Fox thing. Like, even though the studio, Universal Studios, put it out there, it still would have been great to be shocked and surprised and odd, because that's just a part of it. one thing is playing the video games, one thing is seeing the video games, but another thing is not knowing and then being completely swept away with the excitement. Kind of like what you were saying last year with trailers and stuff like that. Make me excited. Get me excited about this. So if you leak the whole plan, you have just diminished the excitement. Like a lot of people are going to be going into whenever the direct is, when they're going to show the Zelda, when they're going to show Star Fox, when they're going to show this, when you're going to be so amped up on wanting them to show what he talked about, the things that they actually show might be missed. And then you're going to be relieved. I knew this was coming, but they finally showed the thing. And it's like, you kind of missed the show because you were so focused on, so like somebody pointed your face in a direction and said, hey, look here. And you look, and then 20 other games came and gone and you missed them and you couldn't fully digest it because you were so focused on what that man said. Yeah. But anyways, I'll come back in later, but that's all I got for now. But yeah, I think he's a problem. I agree with you, Level. I think it's a problem.
All right, go ahead, K-Bum. What's your thoughts?
Is he okay? I don't like what he does. I'll start off by saying that. Not a big fan of the leakers. I avoid leaks. I try to avoid information spoiling things that I'm excited about, because I hate losing that feeling of excitement because someone released something earlier that kind of ruined the moment that I would have had if I would have saw it live. So that I'll go out and say that I don't like that, and I don't like those people that do those type of things. Is he a problem? Is the second question. Does he need to be stopped? I don't know. I'm trying to find a way to comprehend that statement.
I thought you was like, are you trying to reestablish that what I asked? I'm like, yeah, that's what I think I act on. Go ahead.
It's what you asked. Because here's my thing. My feelings on a person does not determine if that person should be stopped or not, right? It's harmful to the company that this information gets out, but it's not abnormal that this type of information gets out. And people, like I said, make their careers off of doing things like this. I don't know. I'm having a hard one with this because I can see a place where I'll be like, yeah, he needs to be stopped. Let me get all this information. But it's like, yeah, but whistleblowers are good. He's not a whistleblower; he's a leaker. But whistleblowers are good because that showcases that's information that these companies are trying to hide or suppress. So it's good that people are able to get that information out. But this guy's not a whistleblower. He's not doing this for the justice of people. He's doing this for his own fame and glory. So in that case, like I said, I'm not a fan. I don't agree with those type of things, but I'm not in a position or a place that I would say, yeah, he needs to be stopped. Someone shut it down. YouTube, close his account, close his channel, delete his existence off the internet. I don't.
It's getting strong.
No, I'm not going there. I'm saying.
I went that far for the joke. But,
okay, I got you.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm in a place to say, this guy needs to, whoever's contact is, him and his contact needs to be removed, right? Or it needs to be severed, right? I'm not. I don't know if I'm at that point to be able to say that.
Okay, like for me, I was being a little extreme. What I'm saying is, to me, there is a space for leaks. Like I don't care about a direct date being leaked. Like next week, there's going to be a direct. You're not telling me what's in the direct. You're just telling me a direct is coming. I don't mind those leaks. I don't mind every now and again, like there may be a Star Fox game. But when what was egregious about it was, it's like, dude, you just okay, it would have been cool if we would have just stopped at Star Fox. You just gonna tell the whole year plan? Like, that's what made it I felt like Keith. I was like, wait a minute. I don't even normally trip off of this type of stuff. Brother, you are telling the whole year plan. Like, you are not leaving anything undisclosed. Like, even if you know it, you couldn't hold that little tidbit to closer to the time that's coming out. Like, we just hit April. And it wasn't April 1st. So it wasn't April Fool's Day. You said this in March. And you told major plans that I know that these people are trying to roll out. You are messing up money. You are messing up marketing. You are messing up a lot of things just to be able to say, I told you something you didn't know. Like I said, I don't want him gone. I'm saying to have that level of inconsideration. Like, brother, you are telling it all. Like, you could have saved some of that. You want, like, if they really bring in Zelda Ocarina of Time remake in December and Dust Bloods later, like K-Bum Keith, he said it all. And they saying it's accurate. It's like, brother, why would you do that? Why would you do that?
Yeah.
That don't make sense to me. Why would you be willing to tell all, like, I've checked out Nate the Hate a lot. He's to my knowledge, let me say it like this. I've never noticed him to leak that much, that far out. So one person I watched said he believes Nintendo is trying to track down the leaker, and that's what Nate gave. Maybe just them trying to find out who is leaking their stuff. Because I've never seen him give this much in advance. Like, dude, you talking about December plans now. No Mario Galaxy, no Mario 3D game now. Like, Nintendo may not want you they may not want you to know there is no 3D Mario game coming out so that you can have you tell them no, don't even look for it. It's like, why would you? It was just weird. Listen to it. It was like, it was weird. And I was like, man, I think I want to talk about this. That was kind of that was a little abrasive. That was a little much. I was just curious y'all thoughts. But that's all I was just curious what y'all think about that type. So I've never seen no one do that before.
What's his track record? Is he really
accurate, bro? He hasn't been wrong yet. Remember when everybody was like, Nintendo didn't announce that direct to literally, a matter of fact, they didn't even announce it. When they was going to do the reveal of the Switch, not the direct for the Switch, but that January reveal, and it hadn't been, he kept saying it's going to be on this day. And there was no be with us tomorrow, no nothing. And that trailer came out on that day. I think he had an emoji with his hands behind his head, like, just wait. Like, he has been deadly accurate. I don't think anything he said, to my knowledge, recently about the Switch 2 has been wrong. If he say it, it happens. That's how good he is. If Nate the Hate say a game is coming, a direct is coming, they doing this, they doing that, it has happened. Just like he said it, the day he said it, the game he said it would be, the whole night. And this brother just gave the whole outline for 2026. I was like, Nate, you can't do that. Like, you just gave away a whole year. That's what I was like, oh, this don't feel right. Like I'm a fly on the wall. I'm hearing stuff. I'm like, let me get out of here. I don't think I need to hear all this. Let me get up out of here. I just want to hear a little bit. You give it too much. Let me be surprised about something. So yeah, it was a lot, man. That last podcast they had was a lot. And I was like, I sent it to you. I don't know if you checked it out, but it was just kind of a little much for me. Let me see. If all that stuff is true, I would have rather it been a surprise. I agree, Nia. It says, oh, he is him, and all the rumor boys need to go away. Comic Book Crunch. Yeah, a lot of them do, because I'm sick of these people who live and thrive off of rumor discussion. Nintendo Prime, I'm talking to you, brother. You got to get your act together. like, brother, let these rumors go. But anyway, I don't even watch your stuff anymore because every time I turn, you talking about any morsel of rumor and leaks. I'm like, brother, you don't really, you too excited for nothing. Anything else on this, or we can end this pod? That sounds like an end this pod level. All right, so that was the podcast for tonight. Oh, man. Tomorrow is the day. Keith, when you going to see it?
For the 10th time. No, I'm going to see it Saturday.
I guess I missed the day. I knew you were going to see it. But anyway, we will see it by this weekend. K-Bum, you're not going to take Miss K-Bum out and go see it? Get some of your nieces and nephews and go see the Mario movie?
Nah, we cool.
You don't have not one niece, not one nephew that want to see old Mario?
Nah, we cool.
Crazy word.
What kind of uncle are you, boy? I tell you the truth. But we got
smashed, bro.
Usual. Anyway. Well, go ahead, K-Bum. Sign out, man.
All right, no problem, man. This is your boy K-Bomb20. Enjoying another podcast with the homies. I thought I enjoyed myself today. I had fun. I don't know about anybody else. I can't talk about nobody else, but I can talk about myself, and I had a good time. But but yeah, man. Enjoy. Look forward to next time. Everyone go out there. Have a great Easter weekend. Get your butt in the church. The Lord has risen. And if you get a chance to enjoy yourself on Sunday, spend time with the family, enjoy yourself, loving your family while they're still here, and man, look forward to next time. I will be in. No, I'll still be here. The next day I'll be flying out to Mexico, so I'll be on for the podcast on that Thursday, and then I'll be flying out to Mexico. Yeah, I know. I've been looking.
Crazy.
I guess I missed what's been going on in Mexico. I've been keeping up with much. I didn't catch that one. What's going on in Mexico?
Cartel acting up.
Oh, okay. All right. Mr. Norris, go ahead, sign out, my friend.
Yes. I will be seeing Mario. This is Mario at the end of the day. And we're going to have a good time. Yeah. This was a good podcast. Celebrate and observe the Passover. Excuse me. It was a great podcast, man. We got a chance to talk about Nate the Hate. I was actually shocked at Level's take on Nate the Hate bars. That he wasn't all excited.
I ain't like that, man. That was too much. Sorry.
That was pretty. I applaud you, sir. But yeah, man, I can't wait to come back and get a chance to talk about the movie Level. Don't spoil it for me, man. I think that's really.
I'm telling you everything. Stay out the chat. Stay out the chat. I'm telling everything. Mario. Watch. It's gonna be line for line, word for word, man.
I'm the one to be messing stuff up, so.
Yeah.
But no, man.
I gotta get you back.
It was a good podcast, man, and everybody stay safe this weekend, and man, let's keep the gaming as long as we can afford to.
Man. All right. Nia said, good show. Nia must don't have to go to school tomorrow. She's still with us. Them kids at home. I know her life. My wife teaches to my kids at home for the last 2 days. Get out of my house. Anyway, but yeah, man, I enjoyed this show. I feel sorry for you PlayStation 4 owners who decided to wait out thinking this PlayStation 5 is going to be cheaper.
I mean, it was for a minute.
Oh my God. It's the one time waiting was not the right deal. But hopefully, y'all, in the next year, it may go back down. Or y'all just gonna have to hold out to the PlayStation 6. But anyway, If you're going to see Mario, let us know what you think. Come in the comments, let us know. Hit us up on X. All our handles is down there. Let us know what you think. Like I said, I'll be going to see it tomorrow. Yeah, man. This was the Live and Level Gamers podcast. I want to thank everybody that jumped in and joined us on tonight. Nia, as always. Cherry, man, I didn't give you your shout out. Matt Jazz, Comic Book Crunch, Dark Star, and it was a few others up in here. Angry Vigilante. He at the movie right now. He probably still listens to us knowing him. But anyway.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he went to the movie tonight. Yeah. So he was listening to us as he was getting prepared to go. But this was the Live and Level Gamers podcast. We'll see y'all next week. Same time, same place, same energy, same fun as always, and it's safe. You don't have to worry about your kids or none of those things. You might hear words like girth. But anyway, that was last week's podcast. I'm going to bring that up this week. But this was the Live and Level Gaming Podcast. K-Bum 20, Keith Norris, Level Head. Yours truly. Till next time, deuces. Go out and celebrate the risen Savior. Y'all heard what I said. Anyway, out this piece. Deuces.